guards, it's very clear, the guards are not for people boarding. The guards are here to watch us.
At 11:30 on the evening of October 27, 1654, the Royal Capitana, flagship of the Armada of the Southern Seas, led her treasure fleet northward towards Panama. The massive galleon was carrying 2 years' worth of precious bullion from the silver and gold mines of Peru. Just before midnight, a lookout cried, "Breakers ahead." But it was too late. Her hull slammed into a reef called the Needles and she began to sink. And just before dawn, the battered Capitana listed to starboard and sank in 40 feet of water. But what became of the millions of silver and gold coins that sank with the flagship? For centuries, people have searched for the Capitana, and now, 2 men claim to have found her.
The richest galleon on that time was on the Pacific. Besides that, my friend, let me tell you one thing. We find the Capitana.
I think it's a very interesting character who is completely obsessed with the Capitana, which obviously he did not find, and refuses to accept the fact that Rob McClung found the Capitana.
He's really wonderful. I need to...
And we just dropped the buoy on the Capitana. Yeah. I placed the buoy with our numbers in accordance with our GPS. What we're doing now, the divers will basically confirm that we have the position we want for our first target.
Rob McClung is an extraordinary person. I've never met anyone in the treasure hunting business like him. That makes him, in my eyes, a very exceptional individual. He is driven, he's organized, he's educated, he's intelligent, he's extremely intense, and he's probably the hardest working person I ever met. He's fantastic, and he's really the soul more than the heart. He's the soul of this project, and I think that without Rob McClung, we would not be sitting here on this boat today.
This is it. 1 coin, pieces of... better than nothing so far.
Why has it taken so long for the Capitana to be discovered, lying in relatively shallow water less than a mile from the beach? Perhaps this helps answer the question. Each day, Chandui fishermen pump thousands of gallons of fish blood back into the bay.
We got to always remember that there's hungries out there. We're diving all day long, and we take this area for granted that it's familiar territory, but actually it's somebody else's territory, and we are the aliens here. I was talking to a fisherman, and he said offshore from here they catch great white sharks, and I'm sure they're in the area. They do follow the Humboldt current. They do like colder water. We know there's makos, we know there's tiger sharks, we know there's reef sharks. I saw a sand shark and I saw a hammerhead.
The threat of sharks is something the men learn to live with, close by yet strangely distant. Treasure, on the other hand, is tangible.
Well, this obviously is silver. It's loaded with crown stamps, the tax stamps. It's got a silver weight stamp on it. It's very strange because it's made, it looked like it was a lead sounding weight. Mike Cundiff came across it on the bottom. He showed it to me, and he thought it was a sounding weight. When we turned it over and I saw the stamps on it, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. It was obvious that we had a silver stamped piece. So I'd rather just keep Hey, is that our gunboat?
Yeah,
They're coming to get our treasure? We technically don't own any treasure.
it was Captain Dillon that said you probably never will own any treasure.
I believe he did say that.
You think it's got any fact there?
He's an Ecuadorian, a businessman. He's a former ship captain in the Merchant Marines. It could have validity. Depending on what happens with the government, if they don't give us our 50-50, it would be a disaster for them. They need to make it a fair opportunity for the salver, for the investor, for them to take the position of keeping everything would be very bad for this government. The whole attitude towards stealing the wrecks. Don't report to the government anything because they'll take it, you steal it, and get it out of here. And the government would never know of any wrecks that would ever occur in this country again.
You have to be smart. Because Ronnie Almeida is smart. Always have to be a winner and a loser.
Come on, go, man. You're doing great. Regardless of who maintains ownership of the Capitana's treasure, one thing remains clear. Rob McClung discovered one of the most significant wrecks in modern history. And from now on, she will always be known as Rob McClung's La Capitana.
The guards, it's very clear, the guards are not for people boarding. The guards are here to watch us.